Is Sergio Perez's departure from Red Bull imminent? The uncertainty surrounding Red Bull has led to new speculation about Sergio Perez's future with the team. Could Yuki Tsunoda replace Checo Perez at Red Bull? The speculation has arisen due to a string of mixed performances, which have diminished the chances of winning the Formula One World Championship. Following a promising start to the season, where Perez and Verstappen were closely matched in the championship standings, Perez's hopes of contending for the championship have suffered a significant blow in the last 3 races. Perez now finds himself trailing by 53 points, with an 18-point lead over Fernando Alonso in 3rd place. The substantial gap has emerged as a result of his disappointing performances in Monaco and Spain, where he failed to secure a podium finish. These results came after a 2nd-place finish in Miami, where despite starting from pole position, Perez was unable to challenge Verstappen for the victory. Perez's misfortunes continued in Monaco, where a crash early in Q1 resulted in him starting from the back of the grid. In the challenging street circuit of Monaco, Perez faced an uphill battle to make his way to the points, ultimately falling short. The following race in Spain also presented difficulties for Perez, as a mistake in Q2 prevented him from securing a top 10 starting position. The Mercedes Formula One team showcased their competitiveness by challenging for podium positions solely based on their pace. George Russell, starting from P12 on the grid, impressively climbed up to P3 during the race. In the closing stages of the race, Russell successfully defended his position against Sergio Perez, who opted for a pit stop to switch to a fresh set of soft tyres, to minimise the points gap to his championship rival Max Verstappen. Despite his best efforts, Perez finished 4th at the end of the race, while Verstappen dominated with back-to-back victories. Perez has faced a series of subpar performances in qualifying, with the lowest being at the Monaco Grand Prix, where he crashed and had to start from the back of the grid. Sergio Perez's season seemed promising until the Miami Grand Prix, where he was trailing Max Verstappen by only 14 points in the drivers' standings. However, his performances in Monaco and Barcelona were disastrous, as he faced setbacks during the qualifying sessions. As a result, Perez now has a significant deficit of 53 points. Mark Priestley, a former McLaren mechanic, expressed concerns about Perez's recent struggles on the Checkered Flag podcast. While uncertain about Perez's loss of confidence in recent weeks, Priestley highlighted previous discussions about Perez's potential championship battle with Verstappen. He raised doubts about Perez's position within the Red Bull team, even questioning whether Perez would complete the season. In qualifying, he made some mistakes. He messed up, and that really set him up for the race where he started further back than he would have wanted to. Then it's a struggle in the middle of the pack. He tried to do some different things on strategy, and we know how quick the car is because we saw it in the hands of Verstappen. He said, "With Perez, I don't know if he's lost confidence over recent weeks. There was talk of a championship fight just literally 2 races ago. Now people are even questioning his right to be in that car. Can he even make it to the end of the season?" However, Red Bull's Helmut Marko has dismissed these speculations. As reported by F1 Insider, Marko stated, "It's bullshit. It's all nonsense. Sergio's place has never been in jeopardy and will never be in jeopardy. It is an important element in achieving the goals we have set for this year. We want to finish 1st and 2nd in the Drivers' Championship and become Constructors' World Champion as quickly as possible." Marko, renowned for his candid opinions and direct communication, has advised Perez to focus on himself. He emphasized the deficiencies in Perez's recent race performances and acknowledged that surpassing Verstappen is a challenging task, not just for Perez, but for everyone involved. After his rather weak performances in Miami and Monaco, I just reminded Sergio that he should concentrate on his job. There, he didn't take advantage of the possibilities that were in him. In the team with Max, he has an opponent who is very difficult to beat, and not just from him, but from all pilots that exist at the moment. Amidst their impressive streak of victories, Red Bull boss Helmut Marko expressed his belief in the team's potential to win all the races in the current season. The team has enjoyed a remarkable start, winning all 7 races since the beginning of the season. Marco aims to maintain this momentum by ensuring that Sergio Perez is in a position to challenge for victories whenever their lead driver faces a difficult weekend. With no other team currently matching Red Bull's pace, Marco is confident that they have the ability to triumph in every race. Marco said, and with 15 races still to go, something happened quickly. It could get us to Montreal next week. The probability of realizing this dream only increases if both cars are capable of winning. Perez enjoys the support of not only Helmut Marko, but also team principal Christian Horner. When asked about Perez's chances of catching up to Verstappen, Horner expressed his belief that being behind in the standings could actually benefit Perez by alleviating the pressure on him. Horner said he should take away the positives. Being Max Verstappen's teammate, take nothing away. Horner said, "There is not a driver out there today, I believe, that would have beaten Max in that car today. So he is up against a driver that is at the top of his form, and that's very tough. Mentally, it's a really tough thing to deal with, but I think now there is that separation in the points. That may actually take the pressure off him a little, and the expectation he's putting on himself. He needs to let go of that now and just be free to drive." However, despite the team's support, it is well known that Red Bull is known for its impatience with drivers. The case of Pierre Gasly in 2019 serves as a clear example of this. Red Bull has demonstrated in the past that they are willing to make mid-season driver changes if they feel the driver is not delivering satisfactory results. Therefore, if Perez continues to struggle, his position within the team could be at risk. Sergio Perez made a significant career move by joining Red Bull Racing for the 2021 Formula 1 season. Previously with Racing Point, now Aston Martin, Perez faced uncertainty about his future in 2021. However, Red Bull chose him as a replacement for Alexander Albon. During the 2020 Formula 1 season, Perez delivered exceptional performances. He achieved a memorable victory at the Sakir Grand Prix, secured multiple podium finishes, and consistently displayed strong driver skills. Since joining Red Bull, Perez has had his fair share of ups and downs. Adapting to a new team and car takes time, and it has been no different for Perez. In the early races, he faced some challenges in finding the ideal balance and extracting maximum performance from the car. However, as the season progressed, Perez began to find his rhythm. He played a crucial role in supporting his teammate Max Verstappen in the team's bid for the Constructors' Championship. Notably, during the thrilling Abu Dhabi race in 2021, Perez played a key part in the battle against Lewis Hamilton. AlphaTauri drivers Yuki Tsunoda and Nick de Vries have emerged as potential candidates to replace Sergio Perez if his struggles continue. Tsunoda, a young and talented driver, joined the Formula 1 grid in 2021 with AlphaTauri and has shown moments of promise, although he has also encountered some challenges during his rookie season. On the other hand, Nick de Vries, the reigning Formula E champion, has been part of the Mercedes-Benz EQ Formula E team and has demonstrated his skills in the electric racing series. Being part of Red Bull's sister team AlphaTauri, both Tsunoda and de Vries have a direct connection to the Red Bull program. This proximity increases the likelihood of them being considered potential replacements for Perez if the team decides to make a driver change. However, it's important to note that these speculations are based on current circumstances, and Red Bull's decision-making process may involve various factors and considerations. Norris is highly sought after, and he talked about the attention he has received from Red Bull. The British driver has expressed his dissatisfaction with his underperforming car at McLaren. There is a possibility that Norris may be recruited as a replacement for Perez, considering the growing tension between Perez and the world champion Verstappen. Daniel Ricciardo held on to a glimmer of hope for a potential Formula 1 comeback when he joined Red Bull as their third driver in 2023. However, any chance of him taking over the Red Bull seat has now vanished. Red Bull's chief advisor, Helmut Marko, has unequivocally stated that they have full confidence in Sergio Perez as the ideal teammate for Max Verstappen. In conclusion, Sergio Perez's journey in Formula 1 this season has been a mix of challenges and triumphs. While he initially faced difficulties in adapting to the new team and car, Perez has steadily improved and become a valuable asset for Red Bull. His impressive racecraft, strategic decision-making, and ability to recover positions have proven instrumental in the team's championship ambitions. As the season progresses, we eagerly anticipate more stellar performances from Perez, and we'll be closely watching his journey on the Formula One circuit. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more.